The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
The stop made.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. And what I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple out.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. It's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Now the try here for the point after. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Broncos nothing. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Time with Phillip Lindsay. And he will find his way forward to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
We're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And he'll bring this one back He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
So that, Charles, his second touchdown of the ball game. He had the more standard receiving touchdown earlier. This time he finds the end zone in the run game.
Yeah, it's almost as if he said, well, that's how I normally do it. That's almost boring. Give me another opportunity. This time I'll use my legs only and get into the end zone.
Slide for the PAT.
Makes the score Raiders 14, Broncos nothing. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. That'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now, this defense very accustomed to trying to stop Melvin Gordon. It's the same division, the AFC West, but a different uniform for Gordon, spending 5 years with the Chargers before joining these Broncos in the offseason. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Tim Patrick that time. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game. That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
The Broncos' new signee for 2020, Sam Martin, former Lion, on to punt. As he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
47 yards.
He's off to a great start here in this first quarter. It seems like this defense is probably going to have trouble containing him.
I would agree with that. I love the observation. And here's the thing. Their game plan coming to fruition. You knew that they came in thinking that they could run it, and now they're proving that they can and doing it in a big way.
Now he dumps this off over the middle and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there. Take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
This one goes for 20. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down by...
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. 21-0 our score after 1.
Broncos nothing.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Lindsey on the toss left. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's complete. Okwuegbunam. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll set up a throw. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Raiders have recovered.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this. And work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From midfield, here's Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Carr. Taking it right down Broadway. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Raiders 28, Broncos nothing. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try the draw. Lindsey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one. No gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Fair catch signal for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Michael O.J. Mudia
in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. And a tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. First down is Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Operating from the gun. Carr. Waller taking it in over the middle. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
And this defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to have a
first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
On first down, Carr. He'll let this go deep for runs.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Carr.
He'll let this go deep for runs.
Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He was looking for Albert Okue-Buna was the target there.
That'll bring up 2nd down.
Out quickly to Judy.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
And that's caught inside the 30. And away for the Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can he maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 28-7 ball game.
To kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fielded right around the 8. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, Carr. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for.
But now it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Carr,
And he's got the hook up to runs.
well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
That's good.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, Carr. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now whistles here. I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Boy, they had it at the 1. The false start moves it to the 6 now for 1st and goal. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. A chance to really cap off a big 1st half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Carr. These guys have gone back in the closing stages of the 1st half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this 1st half. They'll throw now on the final play. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Jerry Judy there, but it'll be second down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, second and 10. They throw again on second down. This one's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
First down, Broncos.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 45-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive. And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a third and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Brings up fourth down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Now this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 9 yards It's not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And a slant hold in by Ruggs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
The 18-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Shotgun now for Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Complete to Noah Fant. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 10.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And it's hauled in by Nick Vanette. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
The 22-yard line.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Gordon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
That's the end of the
back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Looking to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Taking it in for a yard out. And the Broncos things get a bit closer.
Up for the extra point.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a three-possession game and all but put things to bed. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd. And 11 at the 18-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. With a pick, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
The kick is
and this
good.
One through the uprights and good.
The score, Raiders 28, Broncos 21.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The man who won a Super Bowl MVP award across the bay in Santa Clara, Von Miller, in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down.
Brings up fourth down.
From the gun, Carr. And it's complete. Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. He's turning in a heck of a game. He's creeping up towards 200 yards, a pair of touchdowns now to go along with it.
There's so many things we can talk about in his game because we're seeing it all from him, but I love his vision. He's seeing the holes develop. He's seeing holes develop before they actually open. He's making sure he's getting to the right places, very decisive in his cuts, but his vision has been the key to all these big runs in this game.
And on that last long run, we got a pretty good look at his speed as well. Attempt here from the 20. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
That's the score. Raiders 35, Broncos 21. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll find Lindsey here. And he'll be out right at the 35. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
On second down, it's Lindsey. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Rodney McLeod. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good. Intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan.
sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defense coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver.
But it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Carr now to throw. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas.
Bring it up.
3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Raiders 42, Broncos 21. Set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. KJ Hamler returning it. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me was a
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Ed one told me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. He couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
And my goodness, another interception. Jonathan Abram picks it. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
4-yard line.
Forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
This feels like something we'd see more commonly, CD, in a college game. They give it to the receiver down here in the red zone, but it winds up successful.
Yeah, partner, I think you'd think it's less likely to find running space to the edge down here close to the end zone where things are so condensed. But a lot of times you end up focusing on the running backs, and they're able to slip it to the receiver, and it resulted in a touchdown.
Taken in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator?
And now here's another interception. Jonathan Abram picks it, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
To throw.
Got an open man. It's Ruggs.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 10.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 8-yard line.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.